Welcome to the Battle Zone! This is the Animated Wrestling League Strong and Free.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a fight for four. Introducing first, making her way to the ring, from the Greater Toronto area, the daughter of the Dragon, Jordan!
Your opening contest for this episode 86 of AWL Strong and Free, wherein the Grand Championship will be defended in the main event, is a fight for four between two of the top-ranked women in the AWL Joshi division. As we all prepare for that great and ancient AWL ritual, as the Dragon Fire illuminates the arena as it was in days gone by. This is professional wrestling at its... I'll just say it. This is professional wrestling at its peak, ladies and gentlemen. When tradition and legacy meet combat and sport. The real sport performed by highly unreal people. Dragon is coming into this match with a record of 58-45. Her opponents, well...
And her opponents making their way to the ring from the wasteland. They are the reigning National Wrestling Alliance Unified Television Champion, Max the Impaler.
Max the Impaler, they come into this match with a record of 19 wins and 8 losses. So Max the Impaler at plus 11 meets Dragoness at plus 13. And the winner of this contest will join the AWL Best Four for the Joshi Singles Division, with an eventual title shot against Black Tiger Queen in the offering. Irish Whip far into the corner, across that 20 by 20 foot ring. We've got a huge show full of action for you tonight. As I mentioned just a second ago, Tiger Mask 2 is in the building, having flown over. He's brought Spring Tiger with him because, check it out, main event, Sammy Nix makes a challenge for the AWL Grand Championship. Razor Hawk faces off against Hebitsky in the semi-final. Amy Wade with another potential tag team partner, this time Lady Frost, going up against the number one ranked in the Best Four, UK Gen 2. And it's official, the Spirit Ninjas are a thing. And coming up next, we've got an AWL debut from Canadian, parts unknown, but with a deep connection to Japanese wrestling history. If that doesn't have the AWL written all over it, I have no idea what does. Up on the top rope now is Dragoness going for a Dragon Conrana, but misjudged the distance a bit there. That could be a fatal mistake against an opponent. The size, power, and most importantly, viciousness level of Max the Impaler, the non-binary nightmare, taking advantage of the mistake at this moment on the outside. Now remember, it's a 20 count on the outside of the ring for the Animated Wrestling League, and you can join the AWL Best Four via ring out. Max also has to watch themselves because disqualification, very much a thing. And as we have covered here by Max the Impaler, only a 1 count. As we have seen in many of the matches innovated in the AWL by the Wasteland War Party, disqualification's almost never a thing. We've seen the Scrap Trap Cage match. We've seen the Wasteland War match. The Wasteland War Party, experts in hardcore wrestling as it is frequently known. 2 minutes into this 10-minute time limit singles match. Shove away. And right now, Max the Impaler is wrestling their match. Powerhouse Wrestling. That's what they have to do. Dragoness needs to make this a lot more technical. Dragoness, the daughter of the original AWL champion, now head trainer at our dojo. Dragon had a clear hand in his own daughter's training, of course, bequeathing all 3 variations of the Dragon Drop. Hurricane Rana, family signature. A signature move of the Dragon style. Going now for the legs, maybe aiming for the submission. Dragon called himself the original all-rounder of the Animated Wrestling League. Dragoness could make a similar argument for the Joshi division. She's been with the AWL Joshi division since its inception. In fact, the first night of the Joshi division was her debut match. The competitors collide, center of the ring, front flip leg drop does not connect. Max the Impaler has been basically picking up the garbage around the ring here, taking advantage of every single mistake their opponent makes. Grabbing at the foot, wrenching Dragoness across the ring. Uh-oh, this is not good. Evil intentions and elbow. Oh, no water in the pool. They come crashing down, and there is absolutely nobody there. Brilliant defense. The snap and super kick does not connect at all. Neck breaker. Dragoness needs to do something. A DDT, that's good. Keep your opponent off of their feet. One, but only a one count. We're going to need to pull out some of these dragon drops. The Dragoness drop as well. Maybe the Dragoness sleeper, I don't know. A deep playbook for the Daughter of the Dragon. And you will believe a dragon can fly! Oh! You will believe a dragon can fly. You might not believe a dragon can land. Yeesh. Once again, Max the Impaler, they are taking absolute advantage of every single screw-up that Dragoness makes here. Oh no. The claw hold. Straight out of the wasteland, right to the Animated Wrestling League. Dragoness is going to have to get her fingers in between her own face and the fingers of Max the Impaler try to break their grip. Well, that works too! Transitioning into an armbar. Juji Gadame doesn't try to hold it, uses it as an escape rather than a submission.
5 minutes have elapsed. 5 remain.
Dragoness now in control. I speak too soon. I speak too soon. Maybe an announcer's curse there. Halfway through the time limit now. Yeah, you're not going to get a 20 count at this point, Max. They have to come out to the outside, press the attack. So far, Max the Impaler has wrestled their match. We have not seen a lot of dragon-style wrestling out of Dragoness. As they're now off of those very thin protective mats, they are on concrete right now, the floor of this arena. Oh dear, this is not good. They're trying to keep the lights and the cameras on the combatants, but uh-oh. No. Where are they going to drop her? Oh, phew. Oh, and right down onto those AWL mandated knee pads that the Wasteland War Party objected to originally. Oh, wait a minute. What is, oh no. What is this? A power, oh no. An elevator, oh! On the concrete. Oh! Testing the limits now of those knee pads. This is why we have knee pad rules. 20 count in the AWL. Do not forget, we got 3.5 minutes left on the clock. Less than. Oh no. Going for another duck. Oh God! This is what these wrestlers are willing to do just to get into the best four. This isn't even a #1 contenders match. This just puts you in the conversation. For a chance to be the one to dethrone. Oh no. Vertical. Oh. Another very near escape by Dragoness.
3 minutes remaining.
And only 5 counts by the referee remaining. No. Military press position up. Oh, and I think her head. Oh God. Dragoness's body hit the pad. The Dragoness's head hit the concrete. 18. She's got to get back in there. I don't think Max is gonna. I don't think they're coming out. Dragoness woozy, clearly woozy. Unable to answer the referee's 20 count. It is ring out. There you see it. You saw the face. The head and the face. Max even pulls Dragoness to her feet, and they still have all the time in the world to get back in the ring with no answers at the 20 count. Dragoness not with the energy to move.
Here is the winner, Max the Impaler.
There you see an updated AWL Best 4 ranking. Lupe Peligro, Shinda Akito over in Japan, Max the Impaler. And we will be determining the next member of the Best 4 very soon. Right now, let's have a debut against the not-so-lovable loser.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall already in the ring. The Light Tanaka Kenichi. And his opponent making his way to the ring from Canadian Park Unknown. The Max Machine, Mr. Wrestling Machine.
Mr. Wrestling Machine coming to us from the Canadian Independent Circuit, recently coming off a very successful series of appearances at the Canadian National Expo, the CNE, the largest fairground-type event in all of Canada, as a part of Classic Championship Wrestling, through the eye of AWL Scouts, being brought into AWL Strong and Free. As I understand, he is a member of the Machine Clan, originally from Japan, with Japanese wrestling, the Machine, Strong Machine of course, the most famous. But unlike the rest of his family, he admires technical wrestling over the powerhouse strong style of the rest of his clan. So kind of the black sheep of the Machine family. He calls himself Mr. Wrestling Machine. Oh! And immediately walks into a downward spiral from a man whose career's been on a downward spiral for about the last 7 years. Thug Life Tanaka Kenichi comes into this match. Let me scroll all the way down to the bottom of my chart here. At a ridiculous record of 61 wins, 108 losses. Most losses of anyone in the AWL in any division. Ratio of minus 47. He's going to be in Botsamania for the rest of his life. Mr. Wrestling Machine, this is essentially a tryout match. It counts as far as the win-loss records go. But we're going to get a chance to see what Mr. Wrestling Machine is capable of. Of course, I believe his cousin, Strong Machine J, is one of the Reiwa 6 over in Dragon Gate over in Japan. I believe, last I checked, still a member of Natural Vibes over in that promotion, but I may have to double check that. At the moment, we are seeing this Mr. Wrestling Machine. Like I said, fresh off of a residence at the CNE Festival, where he got to hobnob with guys like Jerry the King Lawler, Tito Santana, etc. And down into a Fujiwara armbar. I do understand that is a favored maneuver of the clan. As is his officially registered finishing maneuver, the Machine DDT. Oh, nasty sit-out jawbreaker by Thug Life Tanaka Kenichi. And as much as I hate to say it, Kenichi, a former AWL Grand Champion. Now going for the... Oh, it went for the punt, but I think Mr. Wrestling Machine managed to get out of that. And, oh, drops his opponent right on his head. Mr. Wrestling Machine came to Canada to train in the Canadian technical style. After a little bit of advice from one Ricky Fuji, believe it or not, a graduate of the dungeon, once again going back to that Fujiwara armbar. Dropping down onto the elbow. Old school appearance by Mr. Wrestling Machine. Almost reminds me a little bit of the Classic Clan, of House Classic. Matt Classic 2. Doesn't wrestle like them, but does very similar in general appearance. And now the fans are chanting, "Break his fingers!" to Mr. Wrestling Machine. We don't know enough about this guy's personality. Is he that type of Rudo? Would he do that? Would he be that kind of a villain to just go after the small joint manipulation? I don't know. Right hand into the stomach. And now looking for a little bit of the family powerhouse style. That countered into an inverted DDT. This is the debut of Mr. Wrestling Machine cover, but only for the one. Coming up next, we're going to have a debut of a registered tag team, the Spirit Ninjas, after an unregistered impromptu performance last week. The Spirit Ninjas have decided, hey, we're gonna file the paperwork. We're gonna give this a shot. The Spirit Dragon Shenron and Ninja Mac will be teaming up. 20 count on the outside, of course. Another 10-minute time limit singles match here in the Animated Wrestling League. Going to be moving into some tag team action a little bit later tonight, with both the Spirit Ninjas in action, as well as another audition match. Amy Wade still looking for a tag team partner, and of course, back to singles for the main event. Tiger Mask 2 in the house against Sammy Nix, #1 contender, challenging the AWL Grand Championship. First title defense. Kawada-esque kicks by Thug Life Tanaka Kenichi, who, against his better judgment, did a little bit of training in the United States for his, basically learning the ropes, literally learning how to run the ropes. Been in the AWL for many, many years now, ever since season 2 or 3, I believe. He is, with no doubt, our most experienced loser. Mr. Wrestling Machine feeling him out a little bit. Mr. Wrestling Machine maybe not used to our somewhat unusually short time limits here. These videos tend to be very long, but we keep the time limits fairly short because we want to encourage a high-paced action, and we don't want, a 20-minute feeling out process. This isn't New Japan. Elbow drop from the top. As we hit the halfway point of the time limit, Thug Life Tanaka Kenichi, little classic cat and mouse. Inverted DDT there. Speaking of DDT, like I said, Mr. Wrestling Machine going to be looking for the Machine DDT. Going to be looking for a submission as well. He says he's in the process of learning the Canadian submission style. All of the Dungeon. We've got a few wrestlers around here that could certainly help him with that. We've already seen one count out tonight. I would hate to see another. Oh, grabs him, crosses him. Not brawling, certainly more of a high-impact style. Of course, we all associate the machine gimmick, the machine plan, with Japanese wrestling. However, it was originally developed right here in Canada, in Stu Hart's Calgary promotion back in the day. We're going to be watching out, as I said, for the Machine DDT. We're also going to be looking out for the Majin Fusha Gatame, also known as the Devil Windmill Suplex. You'll know it when you see it. Hopefully, because I'll recognize it and actually be able to call it. Mr. Wrestling Machine going up to the top rope. Standing there, great sense of balance from this guy. Oh, huge chop! Blending a little Canadian and Japanese style there, dropping the knee across the thorax. 3 minutes and change, going up and down, and bridging into the cover. 1, 2. An impressive combination, but not enough to get that 3 count. He's going to go back and no, he's rethinking it. Mr. Wrestling Machine knows he's got his opponent on the ropes.
3 minutes remaining.
And now he's twisting around, going after that arm. Oh! Looking to separate a shoulder or tear a bicep or something there. Attacking parts of the anatomy. Hard hits, but scientifically minded, I would argue. Oh, here we go! Machine DDT! Hisasawaza Machine DDT. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell indeed, cries senior official Joey Bob Ganoush, the famous Bob Ganoush Wrestling family. Let's take a look at that again. Boom! The Hammerlock Snap DDT. The Machine DDT.
Here is your winner, Mr. Wrestling Machine.
So what do you think, people? Should we keep this guy around? Should we offer him a contract? Well, let me know in the comments down below, because I'm trying to drive some engagement here. The Spirit Ninjas have signed the paperwork after an unregistered tag team loss last week. They are here for real. Please don't sue
The
me.
following contest is scheduled for one fall. Already in the ring from the AWL Dojo, AWL trainees, 76 and 91. And their opponents, making their registered tag team debut, Shenron, Ninja Mac, the Spirit Ninjas.
Haha, coming to you, I suppose we can say, from a village just outside Atlanta, Georgia. You know what? Let's pretend that they're getting you to chant ninja, ninja. It sounds stupid, but you know what? Let's go with it. Alright, trainee 76 in the ring, Ninja Mac starting off for the Spirit Dragons. Now, normally whenever you see the trainees, we think, okay, this is going to be like a 2-minute squash. Not necessarily. This is tag team wrestling. And this is a tag team in the Spirit Ninjas that have almost no experience working together. They had a match last week as basically it was a case of it was the last minute throwing together of a tag. Not to get too inside wrestling here, but it was actually a couple of people had travel problems and couldn't get here in time, and we needed someone to face the conglomeration duo of Orange Cassidy and Ishii Tomohiro. And basically it was, hey, you two, you want to try this? And they said, yeah, what the hell? Yeah, gets us on the show. So it was a very last-minute decision, but this accidental fortune does seem to have birthed a new tag team, a new registered tag team. They've done the paperwork, but they've had very little experience in the ring with each other, and both of these guys not really known as tag team wrestlers. So we're going to have to see how they work together, and whereas our trainees in the dojo, if you're going to get sent up to do a tag team match, you're going to take the supplemental classes on tag team wrestling strategy. Dragon would absolutely require it of these young dragons. They're not young lions, they're young dragons. They have at least some idea how to tag each other before they come up, even for an exhibition. Irish whip off of the ropes. Oh, beautiful! Ooh! Not entirely sure where Ninja Mac was going to go there, but he winds up hitting that knee right to the face. Ninja Mac, of course, this past year participating in the Best of the Super Juniors tournament as part of New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's a lot more associated with the Noah promotion over there. Here, whenever he's in the West, he shows up here at the AWL as well. And the Spirit Dragon, based out of the United States, a relative short hop, skip, and a jump to get up here to Toronto. Collar and elbow. Of course, Shenron has wrestled around the world, wrestled in places like Chile, Argentina, become one of the top aerial artists in the world. Beautiful kip up after that DDT. Now notice we seem to be wrestling two singles matches here. Not a lot of tag team cohesion thus far from this newly minted team of the Spirit Ninjas. Excellent drop toe hold into a knee bar by one of our students. We've had a young dragon defeat a main roster wrestler. That was the woman who eventually became known as Ueda Nanase over in Japan, defeating Athena Jane, who we haven't actually seen hide nor hair from since that. She was so embarrassed, she basically walked out of the company. I think she still owes me 20 bucks. Now we're starting to see some tag team work here, tagging in and out. Both of these men are high flyers, but different enough body types that they're still able to keep their opponent off balance. Facing Ninja Mac, while similar to facing Shenron, not exactly the same. Shenron is going to rely on his superior speed and body control. Ninja Mac is going to rely on, comparatively for a junior, his superior weight and strength, in addition to his high-flying, ninjutsu-inspired offense. Collar and elbow tie-up. Both of these men deadly off of the top rope. Shenron with the 450, the 630, the double dragon. And of course, Ninja Mac with his incredible... Oh, look at that, just sliding through the air horizontally. There was almost no arch to that. The man we call the master of motion for a reason, Shenron. Collar and elbow tie-up. Elbow strike into the midsection. Oh! A jumping, sliding elbow by trainee, I believe that is trainee 76. Reverse vertical suplex as well. I would argue that the AWL Dojo, right up there with any training school in the world. Right up there with the Noge Dojo, right up there with the Monster Factory, right up there with the old school Wrestle Factory, as far as the talent that they're able to produce. And again, a physics-defying bulldog, allowing the tag. 76 tags out, snap and super kick. Anyway, side Russian leg sweep. Goes to the cover, not the most efficient cover there, and that may have been the difference between 1 and 2 on that exchange. These are trainees, they're still learning the ropes, literally. And they're actually part of the ring crew. Before the show, they come out. If you ever want to know what these guys look like under the mask, come to an AWL event live and watch the ring crew. I'll tell you, because it's actually them. They don't wear the masks when they're not competing. They wear these full face masks so that when they do, eventually, if they graduate, get to remove the masks, they will have a fresh start in the Animated Wrestling League. Tag made to Ninja Mac. I don't know what either man was going for there. Handspring, Pele kick, somehow finds the target. And we're getting to see what these two can do when they make these quick tags in and out. We have yet to see a tag team attack. You have to see a tag kogeki, as we call them here in the AWL. Literally tag attack. Oh, but a good knee lift there by Ninja Mac. Good timing. Hey, if you're going to go after the guy on the corner, I don't think it's a penalty if he comes after you, if he blocks you. Body slam. Oh, no. Up to the middle rope. What's he thinking? No, I think he wants his opponent standing. Shenron, the dragon about to fly. No, a diving tag saves the day for the AWL Young Dragon trainees, straight out of the dojo. And now tag kogeki opportunity denied. But we are starting to see teamwork. We're starting to see Ninja Mac helping out his partner here. That's what I love about new tag teams. You get to see the development of this sort of training style. Hurricane Rana. You get to see the building of the tag team cohesion. See the threads of the Kizuna being formed. Standing moonsault straight into the cover. Great efficiency by Ninja Mac. And only for a 2 count, unfortunately. 7.5 minutes remain now. Twisting armbar. The other problem about these trainees, especially guys who have not been through the AWL dojo system, like Shenron, like Ninja Mac, is that they don't know what these guys know. They don't know what classes they've taken, what moves they've learned, what strategies have been imparted upon them by the training staff. So they are going up against a mystery team, essentially. No tape to study, no idea what they're facing, no reputation to precede them. Vertical suplex. Oh, front suplex with the sit-out. Now trying to remove the opportunity for a tag. It is so removed. Shenron, oh no, Shenron gonna fly here. What is he thinking? Oh, he's thinking better of it. And that is a little bit of hesitation that could prove dangerous as the trainee returns to the ring without molestation. Irish whip off in the middle of the ropes, drop down for the trip. Leapfrog from a man who probably shouldn't be able to do that. Oh! Cartwheel into the drop kick. And that's the great thing about guys like Ninja Mac. It's a little extra that they do. You can drop kick a guy, but you know what? If you can do the cartwheel, do the cartwheel. That's Ninja Mac's attitude. Shenron, he doesn't need to violate the laws of physics to win a wrestling match, but he does. He can, so he does. Standing start. No, the knees are up. The knees are up. The trainee either saw or felt the standing start coming. Tag made. We're almost 10 minutes in. DDT out of it to Harris, and this could be the upset of the century. 1, 2, as we've seen with the way to Nanase, a victory over a main roster. What the fuck was that supposed to be? Anyway, as I was saying, a victory over a main roster wrestler, that's immediate graduation. You're on the main roster the next week. There's no graduation match. Shenron going up. Oh! Went for the arm. Oh, and he came down hard on that knee. That could be. Oh, what is this going to? No, I don't know what that's going to be. It's going to be a big nothing. Shenron, a little bit of a save of his partner there, I think. Dragon Twist! Dragon Twist cutter, 1. Broken up by Trainee 76. Oh, great counter strike there. Backing Shenron to his own corner. Bulldog, no, don't turn your back to Ninja Mac. You back the Mac, you don't turn your back to the Mac. Collar and elbow, right hand. I'll point out Ninja Mac not legal. Is he? Yes, he is. Tag was made. Spin kick. Ninja Mac looking to finish this off with an arm breaker. Oh! The human limbs not meant to bend in that direction. Snapping super kick. Corkscrew! Knockout. The Spirit Ninjas pick up their first win as a registered tag team.
Here we go, winner. All Spirit Ninja.
And the entire men's tag team division, the Danshi division, is on notice. So far, Amy Wade has not had luck in trying to find a tag team partner from the AWL roster. Maybe she needs to look outside.
The following tag team contest is an audition match. Introducing first, making her way to the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the true Toronto Star, Amy Wade.
So far, she has attempted to form a tag team with Willow Nightingale and with, who was it last week? It was Usa-chan last week. That didn't work either. As a result, Amy Wade looking to someone who has never set foot in the Animated Wrestling League before this very night. Willow Nightingale, while technically an outsider, has been here for a couple of seasons now. This is the first-time outsider debut of this audition series. The wolves howling in the deepest winter night. Welcome, Lady Frost.
As her opponent, making her way to the ring from Imperial Iceland, representing all elite wrestlers, Lady Frost.
Lady Frost, known as the Queen of Murder Gymnastics, also known as the Gymnastic Assassin. That's something she has in common with Amy Wade. Amy Wade, a gymnast at the University of Toronto, one of the three sports she participated in at the collegiate level. Lady Frost also with a gymnastics background, one of the many participants of the final couple seasons of Chikara as well. So she went by more than one name at that time, and okay, she needs to get rid of that. Can we tell her to get rid of the rope the next time, please? She's been making appearances mostly for Ring of Honor as of late, but for All Elite Wrestling as well. She's wrestled around the world, wrestled for Impact, for CMLL, and now facing off against a truly international organization.
And their opponents, being accompanied by Mark Davis, they are the reigning Animated Wrestling League Canadian Wrestling Champion, Lady Smooth, Jessica Kidd, and Emily Kawasaki. Together they are UK Gen 2, and they represent the United Empire.
They're also the #1 rank in the AWL Best 4, coming into this match an undefeated 5-0 this season. They've been awaiting for the opportunity to challenge the Black Tigers for the Animated Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Championship. I believe that is scheduled for sooner rather than later. We've never had anyone hold the Canadian and Tag Team titles at the same time. That would be a first for one of the only Grand Slam champions in the history of the Joshi division. One of only two. The other, Black Tiger Queen, one half of the Tag Team champions. But right now, it's UK versus Canada. Some historical issues between these two countries. Canada still technically part of the Commonwealth. So, if Lady Smooth Jessica Kidd thinks that her Britishness is going to earn her any deference from the Canadian, from the Commonwealth combatant, yeah, that's not going to happen whatsoever. Immediate attempt at a sleeper hold early in the match. Stunner counter, sit-out counter essentially, for the Lady Smooth, second generation wrestler. Oh, big boot! I mentioned the three-sport background that includes kickboxing, as we're seeing some of those educated feet striking techniques coming out immediately from Amy Wade. Third time might be the charm here. Lady Frost already helping out a little bit. Lady Frost, a bit of tag team experience, mostly in intergender tag teams, with Victor Benjamin, aka Red Eye Jack. Yes, she was the Red Queen, as well as Lady Frost. Probably didn't want to get sued by Marvel Comics, but somehow apparently gets away with it, so who knew. Tag made, in comes Emily Nagasaki, another second-generation wrestler, the woman we call the 5 pounds of muscle in a 10 pounds in a 5-pound bag, because she's strong and kind of short. As American Joshi wrestlers go, Lady Frost fairly on the tall side, actually, with a height advantage over both women in the United Empire. Tag made. Amy Wade back in. Amy Wade defended the AWL Joshi Championship against Emily Nagasaki at least once that I remember. 13 minutes on the clock. Now they are an unregistered tag team. However, I have been told that Amy Wade has gotten special dispensation from the commissioner that if she does decide on a tag team partner, their unregistered matches will still count. And of course, individual win-loss records on the line here for all 4 participants. Oh, jumping knee! Tag made, and comes Lady Frost. And maybe we'll see some of that off the ropes here. Drop down, see some of that gymnastics background. No, oh! Quebradora backbreaker. Did I mention she has spent some time wrestling in Mexico? Mainly for CMLL. Oh, German suplex. Tag made, Lady Smooth, Jessica Kidd. This is actually something I would like to see as a one-on-one match, to be honest with you. I wouldn't mind seeing this as a World of Sport match for the Canadian National Championship. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, the front chancery with the body scissors. Amy Wade. No, wait a minute. Lady Frost powering out of it all over on her own and transitioning into almost a spinebuster. A desperation escape, but a powerful escape nonetheless. Hurricane Rana grabs the leg. One. Only good for one. If maybe Lady Frost had grabbed that second leg, that would have been the 3 count right there. Attack of opportunity not fully capitalized on springboard. Hurricane Rana, good grief. Luchadora Bonafides established. Mark Davis very deliberately stepping away from the action. Knows the referee is watching. Does not want to get his team disqualified. Give them their first loss of the season. That would be incredibly embarrassing. Referees count up to 7. Plenty of time as both women return to the squared circle. 5-0, undefeated. The best tag team record this season, male or female, Japan or Canada, does not matter. They are at the top of the game right now. Closest to them is actually over on the male side of things, Yokai Butai over in Japan at 3-0. And that's the closest anybody gets to the 5-0 UK Gen 2 sub-team of the United Empire. Not working under the Imperial rule here. Tag May because of the makeup of the Canadian faction.
5 minutes have elapsed. 10 remain.
The United Empire axe kick by the true Toronto Star. Iceland, very similar in climate to Canada. Over the top rope, down to the floor as Emily Nagasaki rolls to the outside, doesn't try a dive. Emily Nagasaki, not a high flyer. She is a power wrestler. She focuses on essentially trying to build up to that Nagasaki drop or the Nagasaki lock. Right hand, Amy Wade, of course, going to be looking for either the knockout knee. Oh! Or the sharpshooter. Oh, I thought we were going for the sharpshooter there. But she can fly when necessary. She's got a similar gymnastics background. King Kong knee drop. Queen Kong knee drop, you might call that. 9 minutes and change remaining. Plenty of time here. And down into a Fujiwara. And a tap out. And for the first time in an audition match, Amy Wade picks up a victory. Have we seen the birth of a new tag team with Lady Frost? Time will tell, but this looked pretty good.
Here are your winners, Amy Wade and Lady Frost.
Both women looking happy with each other, happy with each other's performance. Obviously, paperwork will need to be filed to become an officially registered tag team. But, you know what? I think we might be seeing a little more Lady Frost around the Animated Wrestling League going forward. In recent weeks, Razorhawk has found himself 1-1 with King Akira. Now the field commander is taking a shot.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making his way to the ring from cyberspace. He is the flyest wrestler in the galaxy,
Razorhawk looking to even his record here, 16-17 in his AWL career. Ratio of -1, looking to get back up to ±0. Give himself a fresh start here in the league. And he has been embroiled in this feud with the newly blessed by the Egyptian gods. Monster Union.
And his opponent being accompanied by King Akira and the leader, Ophidian. Representing Monster Union, the Serpentine Sensation, Hibisca.
While it is apparently the venomous vile Serpent of the Nile's game plan, that it will be King Akira who will represent the faction in singles competition, Ophidian has made the decision to send in Hibisca, the fellow practitioner of the snake style, to hopefully to see off Razorhawk. Again, Razorhawk with one victory over King Akira in a regular AWL rules match, one loss to King Akira in a high-speed rules match. Interestingly enough, not having King Akira compete in this rubber match. But it is still the third bout between Razorhawk, the flyest wrestler in the galaxy, and the Monsters. Bang the gong, the match is on, and immediately Razorhawk, still getting used to his new old name, Razorhawk coming quickly out of the gate against Hibisca. By the way, if you wonder what Hibisca means, it basically translates to, shall we say, a snake user would be the exact translation, occasionally translated as snake charmer. Also refers to a serpentine constellation in the night sky, the serpent bearer, Orpheus, I think it's called, Ophiuchus. So a natural name for a practitioner of the snake style, and maybe the reason that he attracted the attention of the master of snake style, who, as you can see, is watching on with interest here. The snake tries to strike, but a beautiful reaction from the Hawk. Springboard Speedstar style dropkick by the flyest wrestler in the galaxy, and oh, Endless Light! Tribute to AWL legend Majiku there with the Endless Light. And now looking for a Japanese arm drag, transitions, great natural transition there to the Fujiwara, but there you see the difficulty with the size difference. Hibisca, long, lanky limbs, but he is extremely tall, and that's going to give Razorhawk a little bit of trouble here, I think, trying to go, well, never mind, he's able to jump that high at least. Hits the kick, and now going up, might be looking for that swanton. No, elbow drop from the top. And gonna fly through the ropes, tope, suicida cross body style. And oh, wait a minute, okay, referee gonna have to keep a close eye on the other monsters, the rest of the union coming in. 10-minute time limit in this singles match. Our semi-final tonight. Coming up next, of course, we've got Tiger Mask 2 and with Spring Tiger against Sammy Nix for the AWL Grand Championship. A title picture that both of these men are looking to get in. Well, Razorhawk looking to get into. Springboard Snakebite. Only good for the one. Hibisca, as part of the Den of Serpents, looking for the tag team titles. Of course, the female monsters, Nekamusume and Wild Thing, also looking to acquire gold for the Monster Union. And now with their new leader, they got a whole new game plan. Swing and a miss with that right hand. Off of the ropes. Drop down. No. Attempted to trip. If you wonder why wrestlers go for those kind of drop downs, it's an attempt to trip your opponent. Doesn't usually work, but it's one of those things that if it does work, it's probably going to win you the wrestling match. Kick to the midsection, kick away. Both wrestlers using their highly educated feet here. Oh, wait a minute, the Cobra Venom! Baby Dogu! Oh, you've got to be kidding. The mask will provide some protection, but not enough from the snake bite. He thought there was a snake bite. 1, 2. Somehow. Yes, you are. Absolutely. If you're watching this, if you're a true professional wrestling fan and you're a follower of the Animated Wrestling League, you've already hit that subscribe button. You've rung that bell for notifications. You know that you are worthy of the best professional wrestling action we are capable of bringing you, and we try to do that to you twice a week here in the Animated Wrestling League. Strong and Free on Mondays. Hontai over in Japan on Friday. Collar and elbow tie-up kick to the midsection to escape it. Both men trading holds here. I say men, but they're basically a snake and a bird. Biologically, you would give advantage there to in the animal kingdom, to the bird. Springboard picks him up, tornado DDT. Razorhawk might, splash, huge splash, straight into the cover. Ophidian does not look happy. Maybe going to the well one too many times here. Razorhawk perched on the tallest tree. Swanton does not connect. Halfway through the time limit now. If you didn't hear it, the wrestlers did. They can't hear me talking over the time call. Jumping knee drop. Already the Cobra Venom has been spit in the face of Razorhawk. We don't know the status of his vision at the moment. Backbreaker. 4.5 minutes. 20 count on the outside. Razorhawk flies alone against the entire male contingent of the Monster Union. Collar and elbow tie-up now, trying to return to the ring. That's where... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, just helping him. Yeah, right. Okay, yeah. Ophidian saying that King Akira just helping Razorhawk back into the ring. I don't believe that for 1 second, and neither should you. Less than 4 minutes now. That Beats guy now stomping on the arm, trying to literally take out a wing of Razorhawk. And you will believe a snake can fly. Huge splash. Drops down. Anything you can do from the top rope, I can do better. And Hibitsuka makes a good, solid argument. You see one of the snake bites earlier in the match and the big splash that finished it. Oh, good grief. Cut the music. Okay, King Akira at the direct command of Ophidian, jumping in. The match is over. The Monster Union already won the match. Now they're just... This is nuts. Monster Union, they've never been the nicest people in the world, but Ophidian has just injected them with a leap. At the risk of sounding like a certain very criminal sex pest, he has injected the Monster Union with a lethal dose of poison. And I'm so glad I can't do that impression anymore. Yay, voice training. But right now, Ophidian just gleefully watching as Hibitsuka with another snake bite, completely unnecessary. The match is over. You already won. What are you doing? And now the stairs coming into play, and another snake bite. And wait a minute, that's Razor... What happened to the lights? That's Razorhawk's music. But wait... Hey, wait! That's the Cyberhawk! In the red, that's Dangerhawk, and I understand that's the newest member of the team in blue. That is Thunderhawk. The Cyberhawk trios reunited! And they seem to have frightened the Monster Union off, at least for the moment. Ophidian grabbing his men, jumping back into the ring. And we have a 6-man brawl here. The Cyberhawks are back The touch of Anubis by King Akira. Yet again, touch of Anubis. All three of the Cyberhawks are down. The touch of Anubis from King Akira doing the damage to all three Cyberhawks. Now Ophidian wants to say something. You culty bastard. Well, as we try to restore order to the Animated Wrestling League, we still have our main event, and it is for the biggest prize in all of professional wrestling. Let's see if we can do this without incident.
The following contest is your main event of the evening, scheduled for one fall, one submission and knockout, to decide the winner, and it is for the Animated Wrestling League Grand Championship.
And ladies and gentlemen, I have just been informed from the Commissioner's office that the AWL Commissioner has offered AWL contracts to Dangerhawk and Thunderhawk. They will be officially members of the roster as of next week. And we will be having a 6-man tag team, a trios match. Monster Union versus the reunited Cyberhawks. That's going to be next week on AWL Strong and Free episode 87. Very quick decision making by the Commissioner. I approve of this. I mean, it doesn't matter if I approve or not. He's the boss. He's the one signing the paycheck. Hypothetically. But right now, this is about the AWL Grand Championship. This is the AWL Best 4 member, Sammy Nix, the one and only 5-star champion. And he is facing off against the Grand Champion, 2 Season 0 originals in this match. Tiger Mask 2 finally ascending to the top of the mountain, defeating the legendary global star Will Ospreay, the aerial assassin, for the Grand Championship. This is his first defense, and a champion is never more vulnerable than when they are making their first title defense. It's one thing to win it, it's another to keep it. Of course, Spring Tiger here in the AWL Strong and Free, despite being contracted to our Japan branch because of the manager rule. Every floating champion gets one manager of their choice. And this is what it is all about, ladies and gentlemen. The most prestigious prize in all of animated wrestling. Let's go to ringside for the introductions.
Introducing first the challenger, fighting out of Brooklyn, New York. He is the #1 ranked in the AWL Best 4, the Suplex Master, Sammy Nix. And his opponent, he is the reigning and defending Animated Wrestling League Grand Champion, tonight making his first title defense, fighting out of and representing the unified school of the Tiger style, Tiger Moss 2. This is an officially sanctioned Grand Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League. The AWL Commissioner presiding. At the sound of the bell, AWL Senior Official Joey Papaganoush in charge.
I can also report that Razorhawk has been seen to by our medical staff. They report that he is okay. He's going to be very badly bumped and bruised. We'll see what happens next week with that, but right now, 30 minutes on the clock, bang the gong, the match is on. Attempted Axe Bomber to start us off. Irish Whip. Both men still on their feet, and then with a classic claw immediately. An immediate attempt at the classic claw, trying to squeeze through the mask. The mask actually will provide some protection there. Of course, that's the move that was taught to them by their sensei, Matt Classic Sr. But the first proper takedown of the match is a clothesline by the AWL Grand Champion Tiger Mask 2, the master of the wild style of the Tiger School. And now looking to surpass the Tiger Gods with the Kamigoye. Less than a minute in, and so far, Tiger Mask 2 absolutely rampaging on the suplex master Sammy Nix belly-to-belly suplex to start us off. And going for another one. No, hook of the leg, catches him into a headlock takeover. Excellent counter wrestling. Into a backdrop. Some would say a back suplex. Sammy Nix, by the way, comes into this match 109 wins, looking to regain the AWL Grand Championship he has held once before. Both of these men are winners of the Oshogatsu Taikai, the New Year's tournament, and they've both been around since the very beginning of the Animated Wrestling League. Tiger Mask 2 comes into this 133 wins to 93 losses, a ratio of an even plus 14. Sammy Nix only plus only plus 24. Cover 1, 2, kick out by the Suplex Master. Of course, his longtime tag team partner, Lee Masters, watching on. 7-time World's Tag Team Champions coming up, going for a Tiger something. Reversed into a short arm clothesline. Excellent shifting of the weight, good body control by the challenger. Tiger Mask now going, another short arm axe bomber. Not letting up for a second is Tiger Mask 2. He takes a shot right to the head, right to the mask, I should say. And another catch of the belly-to-belly overhead release. Blocked by the Tiger. And this is turning into a striking match, which I would have to say favors Tiger Mask. German, what's he going to go for here? Going for the trifecta. Going for the three-headed monster. The German, the Dragon, the X-Plex. This is the Chimeraplex. For the 1, 2... The move that won him the Oshogatsu Taikai back in 2015. Not enough to do it tonight. And now our first trip to the top rope, first trip to the high rent district. A long way to go down. Oh, but he nails him! Diving clothesline off of the top rope, straight down to the floor. As I mentioned, Sammy Nix, the one and only 5-star champion, meaning he's held all 5 championships that are available to him. Tiger Mask 2, a Grand Slam champion, having held now the Grand Championship, Tag Team, Intercontinental, and Oshogatsu Taikai tournament titles. So these are 2 of the best 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 of this league. German, back elbow, and so far Tiger Mask's ability in counter wrestling, and up! Both men counter wrestling each other. This is going to be a war of attrition. This is going to be the first one to not successfully counter the other. Lifting knee. They both seem to be resorting to striking since their power moves don't seem to be working. And a sliding knee strike, couple of them, by the challenger. Okay, this is good. We got 26 minutes left on the clock. We're not going to need all of them, I can tell. Catch of the right hand of his own, collar and elbow tie-up, single leg takedown. He's looking for the Paradise Lock. I think he's going to get it. Can he roll him over? Yes. Your own body weight betrays you in this hold. The wild style of Tiger Mask 2. Flummoxing. 1. Oh, wait a minute. He's going for a Chimeraplex of his own. Insult to injury. Drops him with the X-Plex. The arms are crossed. 1, 2. Somehow, pure core strength. The challenger able to escape. We're not doing the camera zoom, sorry. Diving! Oh, through the air! You can see why the Tiger style is considered the birth of Lucha Wrestling. Unbelievable.
5 minutes have elapsed. 25 remain.
Tiger Mask 2 flying through the air with the greatest of ease. Now you cannot win, you cannot get a pinfall or a submission on the outside. A knockout's a possibility, however. You're looking to surpass the Tiger Gods with a Kamigoye! And yes, the referee is calling that a knockout knee! Let's take a look at that one more time on the instant replay. Picks him up, double wrist control, into the Kamigoye! Surpassing the Tiger Gods and retaining the Animated Wrestling League Grand Championship! Well, let's make that official.
Here's the winner,
But after this, it is a long flight back to Japan. The Black Tigers are waiting. The Tigers' war continues, and now the richest prize in the game is the treasure at the end of that battle. But for tonight, celebrate victory, Tiger Man. Actually, next week we are going to have Black Tigers in the house. The Joshi Tag Team titles will be on the line. We're going to get that Trios match, Cyberhawks, Monster Union. But for tonight, thanks for watching. Put it in. Adios.